Hi everyone. Today I'm embarking on a new journey to speedrun as many skills as possible. And this is episode 1, a religious experience rate. My first task is to take on prayer, one of the game's most notoriously fast and expensive skills. My goal in this episode is to reach level 99 prayer before my account reaches 3.5 hours of playtime. Before we get into the training, there's a few ground rules that I've laid out for this account to maintain some reasonable integrity and reproducibility. Number 1 on the list is no time-locked auras, ever. Under these rules, an account should be able to jump right into training without having been a member for months or buying the Premier membership. Number 2, no treasure hunter of course, because that's just cheating. 3, no clan avatars. These provide a 6% XP boost, but require having friends. 4, no refer a friend boost. Paying real money for an edge isn't sustainable or cool. And 5, no yak track XP boost. So basically, no buyable XP. Now, there's a couple of things that I am explicitly allowing. Number 1 is boosting, which would be using another account or accounts to gain an advantage in some way. And number 2 is funding. Speedrunning just about any skill is going to take a lot of cash, and there's no reason to have to speedrun weeks of money making to fund a single level 99. The timer starts as soon as I get my first XP drop, though I will be aiming to keep the account's total playtime as low as possible. Now that the rules are out of the way, let's get into the run. This skill broke me. Wait, no, this skill made me broke. 867 million GP were harmed in the making of this video. Recently, with the release of Head's Oasis, we got access to the Powder of Burials, which gives the same 250% XP increase to Burying Bones that you previously would have gone to the Chaos Altar or a Gilded Altar for. Burying Bones at the bank is much faster than running back and forth to the altar. In fact, the RS Wiki says that you can bury 44 to 4,800 bones per hour, though you can get over 5,000 bones per hour with high effort. The best bones in the game are reinforced dragon bones, which give 190 prayer XP each without any boosts. The big problem with these is that they're almost 40,000 GP each. They're only dropped by a few monsters, with most of the supply coming from the Ambassador and Terraket, and single bone drops coming from a few other bosses and rune dragons. At 5,000 bones per hour, that brings my hourly costs to over 195 million GP in reinforced dragon bones alone. Without any XP boosting effects, it would take about 19,600 reinforced dragon bones to get from 0 XP to level 99, costing about 766 mil and taking about 4 hours of almost tick-perfect training. 4 hours is crazy fast for a 99 as is, but I think I can get significantly better with just a few XP boosts. First is the Scripture of Bic. While active, there's a 15% chance to spawn a Catalyst of Alteration near the player, which gives 1 to 3 clue scrolls and a 5% XP boost for 1 minute. This isn't huge, and it's expensive, but we take whatever XP we can get. Scripture itself costs about 58 million GP, and has an hourly upkeep of about 3 mil. Next are Torstal Incense Sticks, which have a negligible cost in the grand scheme of things and give a 2% XP boost. Third is the Desert Pantheon Aurora, which can be activated to give a 10% XP boost every day. I did say that time-locked auras were not allowed in my rule set, but this one is a little bit different. The Desert Pantheon aura isn't available for loyalty points. It can either be obtained from Shifting Tombs or for the price of 2 bonds, so about 124 million GP right now. This aura gains 250 charges every day, which can be used to activate any of the several effects, including an hour-long 10% XP boost, which costs 200 charges. With that rate, this should take me about 4 days to do this properly. And a fourth is the Pulse Core boost. I can't really get a worthwhile source of Pulse Cores just because I can't use Treasure Hunter, but I can take advantage of the 10% Pulse Core buff from nearby players using them. The next 3 XP boosts are a little more variable. These will be more luck dependent. Previous time-limited events gave out 3 items: the Scepter of Enchantment, Rock of Resilience, and Coin of Enchantment. When a player uses one of these items, they give the listed XP buff to all nearby players. There are several other XP boosts in game, but these are pretty much all of them that can stack with the Powder of Burials boost. With all of these boosts active at the same time, that's about a 3.8 times XP multiplier for each bone I bury. To get started, I just created a brand new account, no XP in anything yet. I'm trading over some bonds for my main, 1 for membership and 2 for the Desert Pantheon aura. Now that I'm a member, I'm hopping over to a member server so that I can trade over the other items. This hurts a lot, that's 450 mil going down the drain right there. So now I can get the Desert aura and get started. I need to get to the World 84 Lumbridge Combat Academy for the best chance at getting those XP boosts from other people. The fastest way to do this is to tell the other from my main. So apparently, Torstal Incense Sticks require 75 fire making to use. I had no idea that any of these sticks had a level requirement, so that's pretty unfortunate. These would have saved several minutes of my time by the end. Also, I completely forgot to trade over the burial powders, so this should be everything now. Got the bank presets ready to go, and now it's time to start. Unfortunate news for me, the Desert Pantheon aura comes uncharged, so I'll actually be starting tomorrow. It's time to start for real, activating the 10% XP buff, and then it's time to go. I immediately got the Pulse Core buff, but none of the other ones yet. After losing out on the Torstal buff, I really need them as soon as possible. Literally shitting out levels right now. This was worth 1 bill for the dopamine hit alone. 20 minutes in and I'm already at level 75. Also, I have the Scepter and Rock buffs right now for an extra 4% XP. I'm pretty much getting 800 XP per tick right now. One way to squeeze out some extra XP is to spam bury the bones after taking out the bone preset. If I just hold down the bury bones action from my action bar, there's a 3-tick delay between the first and second bones. If I hold down bury bones while also spamming one of the other bury bones actions on my bar, I can squeeze out some extra bones in what would have been that 3-tick delay. It's not a huge difference, but any extra bones is good. Finishing out an hour now with 87 prayer. I'll be back at reset tomorrow to do another hour of the Desert aura. One thing that kinda blows is that these XP buffs I have active do run out when I'm logged out, so I'll have to start all over with them tomorrow. Starting back up for another hour. It's actually been just less than 2 days since my last hour, so now I can do a couple of back-to-back hours, which would really bring me close to 99. I just restocked 6,000 more bones for my main. Now it's time to finish up in a couple more hours. One thing that I figured out last time is that I actually cannot take advantage of the Scripture of Bix XP boost here. The Scripture spawns Catalysts of Alteration randomly upon gaining non-combat XP, which give the 5% XP boost for a minute. What I learned was that prayer does count as a combat skill for this. That makes sense, but I was really hoping that it wouldn't. That's another few percent XP boost that I'm not going to be able to use here. So I kinda zoned out and my Desert aura has been on cooldown for some time, but I'm so close to level 99 and have each of the other XP boosts active, so I may as well finish. And there's level 99. Time to check in with hands and then log out. 3 hours, 22 minutes total time with 99 prayer. That's wild. Now it's time to log off and tally up how long I was training for my first XP drop to level 99. After looking into my footage, it took me exactly 3 hours and 14 minutes for my first XP drop to level 99 prayer, for a total cost of over 867 million GP. That's a rate of about 4,031,000 XP per hour on average. I really couldn't find any existing records or speed runs from a new account to level 99 prayer, but I'm assuming this isn't too bad. Other than a couple of extra trades to my main and a few missed ticks here and there during training, I feel like I really maximized my time. Under this rule set, I feel like I might be able to knock off maybe 5 minutes of total time if I hadn't zoned out and let my aura go on cooldown. For now, I probably won't be repeating prayer anytime soon. This took a ton of GP to do, and lots of hours at Zuck and Carapac to fund this. So let me know if you all liked this video because I want to make sure I'm spending my time working on things that you'd want to watch. The plan for now is to continue with fire making in episode 2, sometime in the near future. I have a few ideas that I think will really push to the limits with that, but we'll find out about that after I rebuild some bank. That's prayer checked off the list now. If I continue through the series, I'll be doing each skill in a one at a time style from level 1 to 99, no matter the cost. Thanks for watching and see you later.